Good evening. I'm Will Brazington. I'm a proud member of the class of 2000, and I serve as the Chief Executive Officer of the Clemson Alumni Association. And it's my honor to welcome each of you to the Clemson Ring Ceremony. We're here for a twofold purpose this evening. First, to celebrate the rich history of our Clemson Ring, and second, to celebrate each of you who have reached a very important milestone in your journey at Clemson and are now joining the ranks of the more than 182,000 Clemson alumni around the world who have earned the right to wear the ring. The Clemson rings that you will receive today have been on display at the entrance of the Scroll of Honor under the guard of the Clemson University Pershing Rifles. The rings were available there throughout the day to give you the opportunity to find yours and to reflect privately on the awesome responsibility that comes with wearing the Clemson ring. For, as you'll hear throughout today's ceremony, the Clemson ring is not only a symbol of personal accomplishment, it's also a call for personal action in service to others as well as to our alma mater. At this time, would you please rise as members of the Pershing Rifles bring forward the rings for this ceremony. They will be led by the Clemson Corps, an alumni constituency group whose members either participated in ROTC as students or are veterans. The Clemson Corps is dedicated to continuing Clemson's military tradition while developing opportunities to commemorate the proud military heritage of our great university.
Good evening. My name is Jason Warren, and I currently serve as an active duty major in the United States Air Force and a national security researcher with the Clemson Media Forensics Hub. Perhaps more germane to tonight's proceedings, I'm also a Clemson student receiving my ring with you. We are grateful and honored to have Clemson cadets and the Clemson Corps serve as the bearers of tonight's ring ceremony. As part of today's program, you will learn about the history and traditions of the Clemson ring, beginning with the first graduating class in 1896 when Clemson was still a military college. Cadets were the first students to wear the Clemson ring, and they became the first Clemson alumni to demonstrate to the world the qualities and ideals that the Clemson ring represents. The cadets here today remind us of the unbroken connection that now spans 128 years between our university's distinguished military heritage and our renowned Clemson ring. Today's program will also focus on a profound question, one so fundamental to the character of Clemson students and to our alumni that it is literally carved in stone on campus. In fact, it is engraved in Memorial Park right next to the Scroll of Honor, where these rings were displayed prior to tonight's ceremony. The question is, how will you serve? And while the answer is personal and different for each one of us, it is especially significant for all who wear the Clemson ring. We will be challenged today to begin our own reflection on what this very important question means to us as we prepare to leave Clemson and begin our journey to make a unique impact on the world. We will be challenged today to reflect and take heart as to what this means. But we do not set off on that journey alone. To the parents, family, friends, and loved ones in attendance at tonight's ceremony, I would like to thank you for your unwavering support. We would not be here if not for you. On behalf of all of us, I humbly ask that you hold each one of us accountable to these Clemson ideals going forward as we go forth to make you and our alma mater proud. Lastly, to my fellow students, I would like to close by saying congratulations. Congratulations as you embark on this next phase of your Clemson experience with your Clemson ring. Stay the course from now through graduation and finish strong.
My thoughts often wander through these upper South Carolina hills that shelter the university that forms a common bond for many thousands of people who have studied here, or taught here, or worked here. There's something in these hills that has touched every one of them, something that has rubbed off on them in varying degrees, something that is built within the breasts of all Clemson men and women, an enduring spark akin to an eternal pride. There's something in these hills. It was here when a handful of fledgling faculty members greeted a relatively small band of 446 students more than 100 years ago. That was shortly after convict labor had completed an administration building and clock tower that still dominate these Blue Ridge foothills with a timelessness and serenity that impart inspiration and strength anew each time they are looked upon. There's something in these hills that has endeared itself to an endless procession of administrators, teachers, students, secretaries, and workmen. Hundreds of names pass through my consciousness, names of people who gave selflessly of themselves to build the institution nestled here, and who at one and the same time mined the priceless something the hills contain, and returned to them still more of it. There's something in these hills, and from them we have drawn the power to transcend the stresses and strains that tug away to make things come unglued in these disquieting times, the power to cut through such modern concepts and such modern facts as generation gaps, communication gaps, and ideological gaps. There's something in these hills that has bound together a man of over 90 and a woman under 20. Something that has given them a common ground on which to stand and a start toward bridging and eliminating any gap or any stress or any strain that might try to make unglued whatever they seek for themselves as they move out of these hills into the mountains, the plains, the oceans, the forests, the skies, and the storms of life. There is something in these hills that you and I can't define and others can't understand. A wave of warmth always surges through me when outsiders say, I don't know what it is about you Clemson people, but your undying love for Clemson is admired by everyone I know. There's something in these hills, and I suspect that's what it is. The ability of an institution through the unending dedication and greatness of its people, its administration, its faculty, its staff, its students, and alumni to impart to all it touches a respect, an admiration, an affection that stands firm in disquieting times when things around it give impressions of coming unglued. There is something in these hills that brings together and binds together and holds together
men and women of all persuasions,
of all heights, sizes, weights, and cultural backgrounds.
Something that cuts across every difference, spans every gap, penetrates every wall.
Something that makes a man or a woman stand taller, feel better, and say with a high pride to all within earshot,
I went to Clemson.
Good evening. My name is Duggar Niemer, and I'm the president of the Clemson Student Alumni Association and Student Alumni Council. It's an honor to be with each of you today as we participate in one of Clemson's greatest traditions. Placing the Clemson ring on your finger not only signifies that you're close to graduation, but it is a forever reminder of your time here, your life, and your experiences while you're on Clemson's campus. It will forever connect you to the many alumni you will meet throughout your life after you've crossed a future stage and received your Clemson diploma. It will forever connect you to Clemson and to each other. It will forever remind you of the importance of loyalty and service, and it will forever remind you of this day. Clemson would not be the great university that it is today without the tremendous leadership of the president of our alma mater. President Clements has had a major impact on our Clemson experience by his service to students, to faculty and staff, and to alumni everywhere. He is a nationally recognized voice in higher education who is leading Clemson to unprecedented levels of achievement. It is my honor to invite him to speak to us today. Please welcome the 15th president of Clemson University, Dr. Jim Clements.
Well, thank you, Duggar, for that wonderful introduction. Good evening, go Tigers. Good evening, go Tigers. All right. Thank you, and thank you all for being here on this absolutely beautiful day for this ceremony. Will you please help me thank Duggar Niemer and Kate Schwab for their service as President and Vice President of the Student Alumni Council. I appreciate their leadership and the important work that they do. And thank you to Major Jason Warren, active duty Air Force officer and member of our Student Veterans Association. Would you please help me thank him for his service to our country? And thank you to the chairs for the ring ceremony, Parker Samball and Mary Jones. I know they put in a lot of hard work for this event. Would you please help me thank them and the other students who made today so special? Also want to thank Will Brasington, Chief Executive Officer of the Alumni Association, Jeff Duckworth, Chair of the Clemson Alumni Association Board of Directors, and Dr. Chris Miller, Vice President for Student Affairs. Would you please help me thank these three fine individuals? I'm honored to be here with you on this very special day for your ring ceremony. And I can tell you, this is absolutely one of my favorite traditions. And today, as you receive your ring, you will be making history as part of the largest ring ceremonies that we have ever held during a spring semester. The ring ceremony is an amazing Clemson tradition, and it's always a special day. But it also holds special meaning for me. In 2021, my wife and I were named honorary alumni, and we were presented with our very own Clemson rings at a surprise announcement. Beth and I were both honored and humbled to be named honorary alums, and we wear our rings with great pride as members of the alumni family. And I'm proud to wear my ring today as I present each of you with your Clemson ring. Rings are important things. They have a tangible value, as you will see in a video later in the ceremony from my dear late friend, General Ben Scardin, who passed away in 2021 at the age of 104. He was one of the greatest individuals in the history of this university. General Scardin was a prisoner of war, and his Clemson ring literally saved his life. Rings also have great symbolic value. They're a symbol of love and commitment because they have no beginning or end. The ring that I wear every day symbolizes the commitment that my wife and I made on our wedding day 33 years ago. My wedding ring celebrates the birth of a new family, my family. And in a similar way, your Clemson ring symbolizes an important rite of passage for you. It symbolizes your commitment to and your love for Clemson that will last forever. And today is an important milestone on your journey here at this great university. For many of you, that journey started with freshman convocation when I had a chance to welcome you to Clemson right here in Little John Coliseum. And it will continue when we meet again at graduation and you receive your diploma. But what does this day, Ring Day, actually signify? First, it means that you have successfully completed at least 90 credits of academic work towards earning your degree. So please pat yourselves on the back. That is quite an accomplishment. According to a recent study by the Wall Street Journal, Clemson is ranked as one of the top 25 best public universities in America. So congratulations. You deserve that round of applause. 3/4 of your college career is now behind you, and the end is in sight. Second, it means that you have chosen a major field of study and a career path that you will follow. Your future beyond Clemson as an independent, self-sufficient adult is taking shape. Parents, I know that you are happy about that, and we thank you for your support. Finally, many of you will leave this ring ceremony absolutely determined to make the best possible use of every minute you have left at Clemson. I felt that same way during my senior year in college, and I think you will too. Savor the time. Use it wisely, and please make it meaningful. You will never have a better chance to learn so much from so many diverse people as you have on this campus. Wear your ring with great pride and with the understanding that upon graduation, you will join a family of more than 182,000 living alumni around the world. This is an opportunity, but it's also a responsibility. You will be an ambassador for Clemson wherever you travel. You will represent our 6 university values: integrity, respect, diversity, patriotism, excellence, and self-reliance. Your ring will be a conversation starter wherever you go, and it will open doors for you. And soon you will be able to add your story to the ring stories that we will hear today. It's an honor again for me to be here to present you with your Clemson ring. Congratulations again, and thank you for inviting me to be a part of your journey here at Clemson. May God bless you all, and go Tigers!
Thank you, President Clements, both for your warm words, perhaps more importantly, for your outstanding leadership of our beloved alma mater. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that our Alumni Association team, along with the Student Alumni Council, has been working diligently to make this a very special day, a memorable experience for all of you who are here with us this evening. Students, you've already created, undoubtedly, many wonderful memories here at Clemson that you will hold dear for the rest of your life. And today we celebrate a remarkable milestone in your Clemson journey that is unlike any other that you've experienced so far. To the parents and the guests of those being honored today, we thank you for taking the time to travel here to experience this special moment with your student. The Clemson Alumni Association is so proud to host this ring ceremony. It's almost been 20 years since we began that undertaking. It's part of our ongoing mission to celebrate and to enhance the lifelong connections that define the Clemson experience and to serve and enable all who love Clemson to remain actively involved in the advancement of the university. We're committed to helping alumni remain ever loyal to Clemson and to elevating and celebrating the many contributions that Clemson alumni make. Our association brings together alumni of all ages, all races, and all locations to keep their flame for Clemson alive and growing. Best of all, your Alumni Association unites all who proudly wear the Clemson ring in celebrating our special kinship. Our mission, quite simply, is to keep everyone in the Clemson family engaged in, informed about, and excited and inspired by all that is happening with Clemson and its alumni. Nothing symbolizes the connection we share more beautifully or more powerfully than the Clemson ring. Over time, the Clemson ring has changed just a little, but its tradition has always remained the same. And now, you too are part of that tradition, and more importantly, its future.
Your ring tells a story of the journey you took to get here, the dreams, the sacrifices, the grit. Your ring tells a story of opportunity, of newly opened doors. Your key, a game changer, a career starter, a conduit to success. Your ring tells a story of legacy, the history of those who came before you, those who dared to be extraordinary in their pursuit of excellence. Your ring tells a story of selfless service, of wars fought and battles won, the thousands of bold men and women who risked it all and didn't hesitate to do so. Your ring tells a story of the dreamers and doers, the ones who dare to change the status quo, the students who become professionals, the interns who become experts, the leaders who become heroes. Your ring tells a story of kinship, of an unspoken bond. This is what family feels like. Our alma mater runs deep. This unwavering connectedness survives in a world that can easily divide us. Who shall separate us now? No one. Your ring tells a story of the person wearing it now and the person wearing it 100 years ago. A lifelong network of family. Your ring tells a story of humble beginnings. The first ring formed and cut in 1896. The evolution of this small but mighty silver and gold Taurus. The updates, the upgrades, the tributes, the honor, the eagle of peace, the palmetto, the star, the hope. Dum spiro spero spes. As long as you have breath, you can fight on. Your ring tells a story of Clemson pride, of homegrown glory, unstoppable Tigers, of championships won and victories to come. Your ring tells your story, your journey to get here, your blueprint for success. Your ring is your family, your link to the past, present, and future of Clemson. Your friends, your classmates, your people. It's so much more than a ring. It's your story, a part of who you are. It is your part of our story. Wear it with pride. Tiger Pride.
Good evening. My name is Kate Schwab, and I'm the Vice President of the Student Alumni Council and the Student Alumni Association. It is my pleasure to join you on such a special occasion. As students, we are bonded together as a family in solidarity and love. Today, we will strengthen that bond by joining together and wearing the Clemson ring. Along with graduation, this will be one of the most important moments of your college career. I hope you will cherish it as much as I will when I receive my ring. In addition to the video we just saw, I want to point out something else that is especially neat about today's presentation. When you walk across this stage in a few moments, inside the white box you will receive, you will find a wooden box that contains your ring. Pay particularly close attention to this wooden box. The box that holds your ring was made from the wood of trees that once thrived on Clemson's campus. These trees, many of which fell due to old, aging root systems, spent many years as the canopy of our campus that we all walked under at one time or another. May this box, as well as your ring, forever bring you fond memories of the special times you experienced here at Clemson. For it is truly an uncommon experience to be a Clemson student, and it is truly an uncommon honor to wear the Clemson ring. For one Clemson alumnus, this ring literally saved his life. The late General Ben Scardin was a member of Clemson's class of 1938. Following a distinguished military career, he returned to Clemson as a professor of English. During that second career, Clemson students selected him as the alumni master teacher in 1977. In 2002, he received the Alumni Association's highest honor for distinguished service. And in 2020, he received the university's highest public honor, the Clemson Medallion. And shortly before his passing, he received an honorary promotion to the rank of Brigadier General. Today, we are honored to have this opportunity to hear his amazing story and how his Clemson ring truly saved his life.
For years, the Tigers who came before you have heard the story of Colonel Ben Scardin, a Clemson graduate who bravely fought in World War II. He became a prisoner of war, forced to participate in the Bataan Death March after the 3-month Battle of Bataan in April 1942. More than 60,000 American and Filipino troops were made to march through the country while suffering extraordinary physical abuse. And it's estimated that 1/3 of the prisoners died. If not for his Clemson ring, Colonel Scardin would have been one of them. This is his story.
The Bataan Death March occurred at the surrender of the American Filipino forces in April of 1942 on the Bataan Peninsula. And so we soon realized as we made the march that the guards were looking for rings, watches. I took my ring off and I rolled it up in my sleeve, I believe. From then on, I became very, very protective of the ring. Never to pull it out and look at it or anything else, but I knew where it was. I was in very, very bad health in prison camp, and there was no medicine, no way of improving your health. And then when it got to where I was going to have to be put over in what they call the hospital area in the 0 ward, because that's where they took people that couldn't do anything for us, and no one ever returned from there. Henry Otis took care of me. Otis was able to let it be known that he knew of a gold ring was for trade for food, and they mixed up chicken and rice, and they spoon-fed me because I had this, couldn't see very well for one thing. but I responded to that so well, my appetite was restored and I was whole again, so to speak. Well, I've often thought about my little gold ring which I'd hidden for so long, and I had no qualms about turning it over to voters for this exchange because there was nothing else that could be done. But I've always thought about that ring, and when I was married in 1947, my wife, as an engagement present, had my brother, who was a Clemson graduate, replace the ring. And I've had it ever since, naturally, and I take a great pride and glory in having a ring that fits and one that I'm very, very proud of.
As you receive your ring today, you will go forward to create your own unique story. You too will face your own challenges and triumphs. And while we can't imagine what some of the Tigers before us have endured, know this: these rings will continue to bind us together and make us all stronger, year after year.
What a powerful story. How will you serve? The centerpiece of Memorial Park, the cornerstone of a successful life. The video we just saw referenced General Ben Scardin, who was asked to speak on the topic of service during the May 2012 dedication of Memorial Park. Scardin's remarks included a guide, perhaps even a challenge, for how each of us should view our relationship with Clemson. He noted that Memorial Park is dedicated to Clemson alumni in all professions, industries, and roles in society who have served to improve the quality of our life and to protect our freedoms. And then he added this observation. He said, Clemson University is an extension of the vision of its planners and administrators and the talents and gifts of its graduates and friends. As an English professor, General Scardin chose his words very carefully. Note that he did not say that we are an extension of Clemson. He said that Clemson is an extension of us. Clemson does not define who we are as individuals, nor the impact that we will have on the world. Rather, we define Clemson's impact by how we, as Clemson alumni, use our talents and gifts to help others and to make the world a better place. Students, we hope that each time you look at the Clemson ring on your finger from this day forward, you will recall General Scardin's message. And we hope that your Clemson ring will become a constant reminder and motivation to use your Clemson education, your Clemson experience, your Clemson spirit to be of service to others wherever you may go in life. Now, it is time to celebrate and recognize each of you as you join those who have earned the right to wear the Clemson ring. Once again, on behalf of the Clemson Alumni Association and indeed the entire Clemson family, we applaud you for this impressive accomplishment. Guests, we ask that you please hold your celebrations and applause until the end of the ceremony so that every student's name can be heard when called. And now, without further ado, let the presentation of the rings begin.
Matteo Napolitano, Megan Nash, Caleb Neely, Lanier Nelson, Spencer Nelson, Gabrielle Newman, Caleb Newell, Emma Newton, Jessica Nyo, Aubrey Wen, Tien Wen, Mary Catherine Rawlinson, Joshua Sandoval, Amy Nichols, Jadis Nicholson, Zach Nicholson, Jeremy Nienhuis, Sydney Noberick, Lauren Nobles, Mason Nobles, Macy Nodine, Addison No, Brenda Noguera, Carrie Thornton, Ella Nolte, Alexandra Nomak, Hannah Norigian, Catherine Norris, Morgan Norris, Ramsey Norris, Elizabeth Nowell, Avery Knuckles, Molly Nugent, Nicholas Nunnally, Jackson Oblinus, Michaela O'Brien, Chris Snyder, Kira O'Connor, Quinn O'Connor, Lily Odell, Rachel Odell, Grace O'Donnell, Caroline O'Neill, Lila O'Neill, Matthew O'Neill, Patrick O'Neill, Andrew O'Rourke, Emma O'Sullivan, Caleb Odom, Abigail Oldfield, Henry Oliver, Haley Ondeco, Peyton O'Rahek, Paige Ort, Bryce Ortega, Daniel Ortega, Canada Ortiz Robles, Jackson Osborne, Maddie Ossie, Patrick Ospey, Christopher Oster, Katie Oswald, Alyssa Owens, William Owens, Sarah Pattenberg, Bryson Paget, Jessica Paget, Reagan Pagan, Alexander Palenti, Nicholas Palmer, Matthew Palmisano, Sarah Palmisano, Elizabeth Palmquist, Alyssa Panvini, Abby Papetti, Julia Paquette, Andrew Parent, Brianna Parker, Claire Parkinson, Emily Parrish, Hannah Parson, Kelsey Parsons, Nina Passler, Kushi Patel, Maniv Patel, Rhea Patel, Jacob Petit, Clayton Patnode, Carson Patterson, Grace Patterson, Lauren Patterson, Nathan Patterson, Emma Patton, William Potler, Taylor Pavlik, Puli Pavlova, Caroline Payne, Ryan Pazzo, Ryan Lee Peace, Will Pear, Abigail Pierce, Mallory Pearson, Madison Peavy, Natalie Peck, Madison Peeler, Sydney Pelger, Aaron Pelliconi, Emma Pereda, Jenna Perez, Darian Perry, Ellen Perry, Will Perry, Julia Persinger, Pete Peters, Jenna Petrilli, Alyssa Patron, Oliver Petty, Manas Fonzi, Anna Caroline Phillips, John Phillips, Paige Phillips, James Pickert, Owen Pickle, Megan Pickett, Nina Pinto, Jacob Piontek, Josie Pittman, Jack Pitts, Richard Pitts, Sarah Potes, Matthew Pollock, Caitlin Polanish, Connor Pulaski, Abby Pulitzer, Andrew Polson, Nathaniel Poole, Alexandra Poor, Banks Pope, Diego Posada, Abby Poston, Casey Poteet, Kirkland Pottiger, Carson Potts, Luke Poulias, Evan Powell, Adriana Powers, Lauren Poik, Katie Pratt, Vance Presley, Louis Preet, Kendall Prevat, Cade Price, Nicholas Price, Olivia Price, Owen Price, Sarah Price, Luna Prince, Lindsay Press, Blake Puckharbor, Anna Grace Pewitt, Grace Pugh, Grace Putman, Ashlyn Pyle, Porter Quantz, Kenna Quattro, Anissa Quick, Andres Quintanilla Gutierrez, Lauren Radis, Gabrielle Raygown, Lucy Raish, Isha Raj, Matthew Rawl, J.T. Ramey, Daniel Ramirez, Allison Ramos, Kylie Randall, Alicia Rankin, Caitlin Ratliff, Caleb Ratz, Alexis Rawls, Ella Rawls, John Richard Ray, Madison Reading, Johnny Reagan, Logan Reed, Travis Reed, Lanaya Reese, Madeline Reeves, Thomas Regan, Amy Reichard, Lindy Reed, Timothy Reed, Allison Riley, Kyle Riley, Anna Francis Reinhardt, Andrew Reinhardt, Eva Renfro, Victoria Renner, CJ Rentz, Henry Repke, Maggie Revis, Jordan Reyes, Taylor Reyes, Anna Reynolds, Hopkins Reynolds, Mariana Reynolds, Tap Rhodes, Connor Rice, Jackson Rice, Allie Richardson, Ellie Richardson, Stephen Richardson, Deja Richburg, AJ Riera, Tristan Rigby, Liz Riggin, Olivia Riggins, Lane Riggs, Kendall Ringo, Leela Ritter, Nolan Robbins, Emily Roberts, Leah Roberts, Porter Roberts, Chase Robertson, Kylie Robertson, Madison Robichaux, Emily Robinson, Kaylee Robinson, McKinnon Robinson, Logan Robson, Chase Rochester, Catherine Rocket, Alexandra Rogers, Evan Rogers, Jonathan Rogers, Marissa Rogers,
Charlie Rohaley, Colin Romberg, Ashley Romp, Madeline Rook, Hannah Root, Ariana Roper, Caitlin Rose, Alice Rosenberg, Alexander Ross, Eleni Ruvelis, Ashton Rubley, Isabella Rufa, McKenna Rule, Derek Ruiz, John Colby Rupel, Nora Ryan, Emily Ripzinski, Shayla Saad, Jacob Sabai, Olivia Sabowski, Emily Sackley, Olivia Samish, Matthew Saya, Amber Seda, Ruth Salas Rodriguez, Kevin Salvatierra Goer, Jasmine Sampson, Taylor Samuelian, Braxton Sanders, Griffin Sanders, Anna Blaine Sanderson, Peyton Sanderson, Cheyenne Sandoval, Stephen Sartor, Heather Sarver, Lute Satterfield, Ava Savino, Andrew Savula, Haley Saylor, Graham Scheel, Madison Shell, Paige Schickling, Sydney Shinkai, Skyla Schlag, Haley Schmaltz, Chloe Schmidt, Dakota Schmidt, Lindsay Schmidt, Brooke Schneider, Caroline Schneider, Cole Schosser, Olivia Shu, Carly Schreiber, Catherine Schuster, Allison Schwartz, Brian Circle, Alana Scoggins, Caroline Scott, Justin Scranton, Angela Scumaci, Will Siegel, Samuel C., Frankie Seeby, Ian Seguin, Taylor Syme, Joshua Self, Addison Selig, Braden Sembauer, Cheyenne Seo Barrett, Alexis Serluco, Jonathan Sertle, Grace Sayu, Sophie Shanley, Mackenzie Shannon, Sage Shannon, Samuel Sharp, Alex Shaw, Lauren Shaw, Madison Shaw, Natalie Shea, Garrett Shea, Anna Sheely, Colin Sheely, Kaylin Sheely, Desiree Sheets, Abigail Scheller, Ethan Shepard, Georgia Sherman, Sarah Sherman, Hannah Shakalis, Palmer Shiflett, Rachel Shirey, John Shoemaker, Noel Shorter, Ella Shortridge, Mason Shoshani, Julia Schuler, Savannah Schuler, Caden Schumann, Annabelle Cyber, Isabel Seedslag, Joseph Silva, Julia Silverio, Caroline Simmons, Chessie Simmons, Kelsey Simmons, Morgan Simmons, Tyler Simmons, Job Simon, Will Simons, Ariana Simons-Gilly, Alexandra Simpson, Clayton Simpson, Caitlin Singletary, Luke Sini, Rachel Civic, Lauren Sizemore, Emily Skillman, Sarah Slagle, Caroline Slaughter, Nadia Slanaker, Adam Smallridge, Tomiko Smalls, Alexa Smith, Allison Smith, Anna Smith, Ashley Smith, Brooke Smith, Caleb Smith, Carson Smith, Kason Smith, Corinna Smith, Eliza Smith, Ella Smith, Aaron Smith, Grant Smith, Hannah Smith, Harrison Smith, Jacob Smith, Kyle Smith, Layla Smith, Lily Smith, Marley Smith, Olivia Smith, Sam Smith, Sarah Smith, Tyler Smith, Taylor Smithson, Nicole Sopala, Sophie Smythe, Watson Snowden, Sophia Somerville, Megan Sommerfeld, Sophie Somperak, Will Smolka, Susan Sorahan, Lily Sorrells, Connor Sorrentino, Nicole Souza, Lindsay Sparona, Christopher Speakman, Garrett Spees, Marin Spence, T. Spence, Michael Spinelli, Donald Spivak, Ella Sprinkle, Sophia Sprouse, Lane St. George, Charlie Stabler, Allison Stallnaker, Sydney Standifer, Allie Stark, Mary Marshall Steele, Michael Steiger, Alaric Stell, Kylie Stevens, George Starrett, Anika Stevens, Peyton Stevens, Abigail Stewart, Chloe Stewart, Griffin Stewart, Maximilian Stewart, Anna Grace Stiltner, Jillian Stitt, Matthew Stockwell, Andrew Stokes, Brandon Stokes, Grace Stokes, John Stoniker, Meredith Stone, Rafe Stone, Reese Stoney, Morgan Stoffel, Sarah Stoudemire, Markle Strang, Nora Strickland, Lauren Strickland, Caroline Stringer, Carter Suggs, Lucy Sullivan, Owen Sullivan, Patrick Sullivan, Jessica Summerford, Rosalie Summerlin, Gabriel Summy, Haley Summy, Claire Sumwalt, Catherine Susel, Layla Sutton, Mia Sutton, Nicholas Sutton, Elliot Swain, Logan Swain, Leyland Swanson, Zoe Swatlin, Ryan Swearingen, Bobby Sweet, Alyssa Swick, Savannah Swisher, Tabitha Swigert, Riley Zack, Parth Taylor, Andrew Talkish, James Talton, Abigail Tamira,
Macy Tanaka, Jack Tancredi, Connor Tash, James Tate, Candace Totten, Anna Taylor, Gabrielle Taylor, Hadley Taylor, Catherine Taylor, Olivia Taylor. Will Taylor. Xavier Taylor. Thomas Temple. Emma Templeton. Emily Toplansky. Gwyneth Terry. Emma Terzini. Kate Tesh. Abigail Thaxton. Lily Thames. Crawford Thomas. Elizabeth Thomas. Zach Thomas. Logan Thomason. Gracie Thomason. Ava Thompson. Camilla Thompson. Chase Thompson. Eden Thompson. Lily Thompson. Sawyer Thompson. Sydney Thompson. Zach Thompson. James Thorne. Tanner Thorne. Kevin Thornton. Mary Thornton. Abby Thorsland. Hunter Tinas. Aiden Tice. Taylor Tiller. Lauren Tilley. Emma Tilson. Magruder Timmons. Camille Tyndall. Max Tinjum. Lucas Tinney. Molly Tippy. Colby Todd. Delaney Todd. Mariana Tolbert. Jaden Tollison. Ryan Tomkolsky. Nazir Tomlin. Emily Tomlinson. Elizabeth Toms. Caitlin Tope. Sydney Towns. Abigail Trader. Jordan Trainum. Charles Treadway. Katie Trenchard. Taylor Trethaway. Gabrielle Trowbridge. Rachel Troy. Dean Trusty. Brendan Shern. Owen Tucker. Paige Tully. Cole Turbeville. Ansley Turner. Chloe Turner. Grace Turner. Kiani Turner. Reagan Turner. William Turner. Ashley Tuttle. Jenna Terrell. Alexandra Eugen. Emma Umdenstock. Ian Underkoffler. Taylor Yaramovich. Alexis Vaca. Alejandra Valladavia. Kai Vandenbosch. Rachel Van Hook. Ava Van Hoy. Danette Vargas Sanchez. Marley Vaughn. Daly Vaughn Gilreath. Brian Vaza. Bella Velarde. Elise Vera. Riley Veraldi. Eli Viren. Zach Verdon. Isabella Vesley. Jonah Vest. Austin Vevrika. Emma Vick. Julia Vincent. Harmon Vinson. Caleb Visige. Keegan Vidum. Emma Volding. Ava Volek. Haley Volmert. Sarah Voss. Nicholas Waldrop. Reagan Waldrop. Hayden Walker. Emily Wallace. Troy Waller. Holland Wallman. Taylor Walls. Carter Walsh. Connor Walsh. Zachary Walsh. Ian Walter. Emily Walters. Michael Walters. Jackson Ward. Lane Ward. Lily Ware. Jake Waring. Eli Warnock. Elizabeth Warren. Grant Warren. Jason Warren. Jasmine Washington. Tierra Washington. Paige Washella. Ella Watford. Russell Watkins. Alexander Watson. Andrew Watson. Devin Watson. Charlotte Weaver. Kylie Weaver. Audrey Webb. Maddie Webb. Sarah Webb. Elijah Weber. Lauren Webster. Stephen Wexler. Emma Weeks. Sarah Waymiller. Elena Weidman. Heidi Weinsler. Abby Welburn. Rusty Welch. Christopher Weller. Preston Weller. Morgan Went. Courtney Wenzel. Shyla Wernecki. Caitlin Wiesender. Audrey Wessinger. Patrick Westbrook. Lily Westerhold. Carolyn Weston. Michaela Weston. John Wesner. Holly Whaley. Daniel Wharton. Sullivan Wheeler. Brian Wisnett. Cameron White. Crawford White. Piper White. William White. Dylan Whitehouse. Sarah Whitelock. Anna Grace Weidman. Kate Widman. Alexa Wilberding. Christian Wilhelm. Heather Wilkes. PJ Wilkes. Foster Willie. Addison Williams. Alyssa Williams. Amber Williams. Brooke Williams. Camila Williams. Eden Williams. Emily Williams. Garrett Williams. Heidi Williams. John Williams. Maxwell Williams. Megan Williams. Riley Williams. Spencer Williams. Sydney Williams. Thomas Williams. Walter Williams. Jacob Willis. Cheyenne Willman. Kaylin Wilson. Morgan Wilson. Timothy Wilson. Christina Wise. Hannah Wojcicki. Erica Wood. Liam Wood. Andrew Woodard. Patrick Woods. Thomas Woods. Jack Word. Champ Workman. Evan Wright. Chase Worth. Hayden Wyatt. Anna Marie Wynn. Gracie Wysong. Rushi Shah. Amjad Yaku. Daniel Yaku. Kaya Yingst. Hannah Yan. Alik Young. Carter Young. Grace Young. Hannah Young. Jada Young. Evan Ypsilantis. Katrina Zabransky. Gina Zapola. Jessica Zayas Pardo. Matthew Zelinsky. Margaret Zenzian. Alejandro Zapita. McKenna Zelke. Christian Zimmerman. Lauren Zink. Jacob Zook. Ananya Bakre. Mary Parker. Tara Wright. Connor Weathers. Andrea Ramirez Castillo. Jack Zenkert. Lashana Graham. Daniel Austin. At this time, we would like to recognize the members of the Student Alumni Council who are receiving their rings today. Without their hard work and dedication to Clemson, today's ceremony would not be possible. Thank you for all you do. Catherine Ann Batson. Gibson. Daniel Gandana. William Guthrie. Jane Logier Moore. Dylan Oden. Grant Seehausen. Jefferson Summers. Lauren Yoon. Parker Stambaugh.
Good evening. I'm Jeff Duckworth, Chair of the Clemson Alumni Association Board of Directors. It's always such an honor to participate in the ring ceremony. Let's hear it for this amazing group of seniors getting these rings. One more time. It's the last ceremony of the day. Make it louder than that. Come on. Students, we hope you leave here today understanding that wearing the Clemson ring comes with great responsibility. After you graduate, we encourage you to be a voice in your local community. We also hope that you'll be a voice for Clemson and dedicate yourself to servant leadership here on campus or wherever you may go. As you've seen today, the Clemson ring is a very special part of who we are. There are many traditions surrounding this simple ring. One of the most significant of those has to do with how you wear it. From now until you graduate, you should turn the C and your class year so it is facing back towards you. This keeps in front of you your ultimate goal of becoming a Clemson graduate. It should also serve, though, as motivation to cherish and make the most of every moment that you have left here as a Clemson student. Then comes the part of the tradition when you graduate. Have another alum or family member turn your ring around, put it back on your finger where the C and your class year are facing outward. Having someone special to you do this for you is a reminder of those that have helped and supported you in accomplishing your goal of becoming a Clemson graduate. Once you've graduated with your ring facing outward for everyone else to see, from that moment forward, they will all know that you've graduated from one of the best universities in America. Now, while your ring will serve as an introduction to others, your impact as an engaged and ever-loyal Clemson alumnus will be determined by the good that you do with your Clemson education. To reinforce that point, the Alumni Association has a special gift for you today. Students, as you leave through the tunnel at the end of the ceremony, each of you will receive a challenge coin such as the one that you're looking at here. We hope that you'll treasure this and you'll keep it someplace that you see it often. And when you look at it, we hope that you will think about those who came before you, the impact that others have had on your Clemson experience, and how you can have an even greater impact on future Tigers. On one side of the coin is the 1889 ring crest, including the Alumni Association's motto, Ever Loyal. And on the other side of the Alumni Association's Tiger Rag, and that challenging question that you've heard many times today, how will you serve? May your Clemson ring and your challenge coin constantly inspire you to answer that question in your own way by using your Clemson education and your Clemson experience to make a positive difference each day in the lives of others, in your local community, and in the larger world. And may they also inspire you to stay connected to Clemson throughout the stages and milestones of your life. Be proud, be fierce, be ever loyal. Now may those shiny new rings always remind you of the Clemson Alumni Association and that we're your lifelong connection to Clemson. As long as you're in touch with the Alumni Association, we'll make sure that you're in touch with Clemson. I hope that you'll always remember Clemson and what it has done for you so that you can help future Tigers have the same great Clemson experience that you have had. Best wishes from the Alumni Association as you approach graduation and move on to your next stage of your Clemson experience. Now please stand and join me as we sing the Clemson alma mater. Travel safely and go Tigers!